Good morning, friends, and once again, welcome from sharetrainingschool.com. Today, 8th March 2017. I'll just take you through quickly Nifty's daily chart and intraday chart, and just only one study which matters today. That is a trend line. You can see this trend line which we have been discussing since last almost 10-15 days, which we have plotted right from bottom, which we have taken is close of 23rd December 2016. After that, we have taken almost low of 23rd Jan. Then we have seen that this, why we have selected this, why we have not selected close of 20th Jan, because we have seen that when we take these 2 points, then next point which we come across is 16th Feb low, and then these 3 points when we take in one line, then we have seen this has acted as a support as well as a resistance. So any trend line, once it breaches, which this trend line, if you look at this trend line, it has been breached on 2nd March 17. So that is the first time when we have seen a strong bearish bar has occurred and it has breached trend line, close beyond that trend line, but immediately next day it has tested a support and close. It was a bullish close as far as opening is concerned, though it was actually almost near the close of a day, previous day, and then that pullback has taken place, and now yesterday it has tested a resistance. So this shows that this trend line, which has acted as a support in the past, has tested as a resistance. So this is a symptom which is not in favor of goods, because any support, once it is breached, retested as a resistance, and once that is tested as a resistance, trend will remain. Basically, I'll just quickly tell you what I mean. Suppose this is a price movement. Any price movement, once tested as a support. Suppose this has tested as a support at previous high. Now suppose this support has been acted. Now this support is tested. Next time, if in case it breaches that support, then that support will be retested as a resistance. So now here this line which has acted as a support will be retested as a resistance. Once that resistance is retested and then comes down, then the important level will be previous low, and that means this low. Once this low is breached, then that time we will see a exact downtrend will start. So we will have to wait for this low to breach. Now in this scenario where we have actually looking into the trend, I'll just quickly show you the trend. At this moment is something like this. This is swing low, then this, now then tested as a support, now tested this low, and then this reached. It is now retesting a resistance at this level. So in our case, this is very important level. So if we consider this low as a crucial level, that is 8,860 level. So consider this level as a very important level. If in case this level breaches, then we will see a excellent fall after that, and market will be taken by bears. So important level as far as current chart is concerned, in daily chart, important level is 8,860 level, and that is too far because at this moment we are 8,946, so almost 80.4 is we are expecting. Practically that fall will not come within a day. So important level, though it is this, I'll just change this format into intraday, and then we will check similar pattern. I'm changing it to hourly chart. I'll just download few data. By the time it downloads, yeah, just downloaded. Now let's see. 8,860. Now if you see once again the intradays, this trend line is quite clear, very settled and very specific. Now this pullback, as we have said, 8,860 will be a very crucial level. But before that, we can say that 8,930 also can act as a crucial level for a short-term time frame. So in my view, 8,930, once it breaches, then we can think of a target 8,860. So 8,930 once breaches, then what I'll do is I'll just go short. Then I'll have a scope of almost 70 points, more than 70 point rather, almost 70 point, 8,869.30. So almost 70 point where I'll be gaining. But then I'll have to keep a stop loss, and that stop loss can be considered as previous swing high or this high. But this will be too higher, but that is the best stop loss which we can put. So in my view, unfortunately, we have risk to reward ratio is almost same because 930 and 990 is almost 60 point space. So if I'm a compulsive trader, then I'll trade below 8,930, but I will wait for market to breach that level. To reconfirm this, I'll just quickly take a moving average so that I should not go wrong and I should not trap into the consolidation market. So I'll just put a few moving average to consider support. So at this moment, 20 EMA is placed somewhere around 8,937. So 8,930 is much below than that. So that shows that to breach 8,930, it must have breached already 20 EMA. After that, there will be a support of 50 EMA, and that 50 EMA, I'll just show you where it comes. I'll have to take exponential because I prefer exponential moving average. So immediately exponential moving average is 8,920 will be support, where it will act as a support. As I said, I believe that once 20 EMA is breached, then it takes a support at 50 EMA. So once that 8,900 breaches, then 8,922, we can see there is a 50 EMA. So we should wait rather for 8,900 to 922 breach, rather than it will be too quick if we enter a short before once that 8,930 breaches, because there is a quick support of just 8 point below that accumulation. So I'll wait for this 8,922 breach. So little margin will be given for bears. So chances will be like 8,922 or 20 will be tested as a support, and 8,930 will be tested as a resistance. So now, as I said, what will happen is price will break this level. They test a support at 50 EM, and then after that it may pull back to 30 and then goes below this trend line. Then that time probably we will get a very good trend, and then it will be easier for market to touch this level. So 8,920 level should breach, and once that happens, I'll just get out of trade at 8,860. Rather, I'll try and book my profit around 8,870 itself, wherein I'll keep a stop loss of 8,990. If I find it quite high, then I will. If I don't want to take that much risk, then another stop loss can be kept somewhere here, 8,963. So if anybody finds it's very difficult, then we can keep a stop loss of 8,960, but ideal stop loss will be 8,992. That could be a good stop loss. But unless it reaches 8,920 level, do not go short, because anytime it may take a support and then try and achieve once again to reach that trend line. So that is the reason my request is you will have to wait for Nifty to break that 8,930 level. Chances will be once market reaches that level, then only bearish trend can be seen. Friends, market is in very difficult zone. Rather, we can call it as a no trade zone. So if we are trading in a no trade zone, then that time you will have to be very cautious and alert. So wish you best of luck for trading. Thank you very much.